Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. It is a crazy cold day today where I'm at. So yeah, it's been a little bit crazy. Let me see what the temperature is like right now. Oh, it's gone up a whopping 3 degrees from 26 to 29 right now. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. So I, of course, had to indulge my fine young Saint Bernard, who is, and there he is, if you hear him. See, he was sitting in the living room on his couch, and the moment he heard me speaking, he walks in here. So yeah, rain or shine, whether it's minus 80 degrees or plus 80 degrees, whatever it is, I have to take him out for his WALK. I cannot say the word because then he'll get all excited thinking that I'm going to repeat that activity again. So, and it was so cold, and I'm like, dog, really? Why can't you just go in the backyard? And he's like, no. So anyway, I was all bundled up, and last night it was really windy, and now too it's quite windy, and I was like, this is crazy. I'm the only person here who's out with the canine, WALKING. So yeah, we use code words anyway. So yeah, I'm cold. I can't seem to thaw. So anywho, I got 3 layers on. So hey, it is what it is. So let's get on with it. I may as well note down the intro, right? So you guys can skip through all of that. So today I am doing this reading for Salacious Saturday. How about that? And I was, trying to figure out, okay, who do you think would fit this salaciousness type of thing? I don't know. Maybe she does, she doesn't. But I decided to do a reading for Elizabeth Holmes. Yes, y'all, the one and only Theranos scam bag. Pay attention to the words I use. Scam bag. Okay, so I was like, let's do a reading for her. And I don't know if a lot of people are aware of the fact, but her dad used to be, let me reconfirm before I shoot my mouth. He used to have something to do with Enron. Do you guys remember Enron, that big drama that we had, and ultimately the demise of Enron? Well, Christian Holmes the fourth is her dad, and he used to work for Enron, and he was quite highly placed also in Enron, right? I have his date of birth, and I'm not going to get into that. Let me take a quick look-see. Oh, not him. I'm not going to do that. I think I'm trying to find what his role was in Enron. Let me see. Oh, yeah, her father was a vice president at Enron. And remember all that drama that happened? They went bankrupt after accumulating a whole bunch of what have yous with fraud and scandals and all that. Yeah, he was a vice president at that time, so go figure. Well, I'm going to be a little bit, what's the word? A little bit harsh here, I suppose, and say, well, it looks like there is a family history of I gotta be careful, right? How I phrase this. There is a family history of a disregard for conducting business with ethics and principles. Leave it at that. See, I'm trying to be very, very, very polite here, and very what's the word? Not use choice words, because I'm thinking choice words, but we shall not use that. So there is a really high disregard. There's a lot of selfishness. There is a lot, clearly. I mean, come on, it's all out there. Go look it up. It's not something I'm pulling out of my back pocket, or in this case, my nice cozy hat. How do you like this thing, y'all? I had this on. I had my scarf that one of my subscribers gifted me, kindly so, and my big heavy the long coat I have, and my my boots, and I wore gloves too. I was so cold, and all this just to take him OUT. So there you go. And I haven't thought. I hiked up the temperature inside too now. I think I set it at 65, and I still haven't thought. So anyway, it's very unfortunate, right? Because I understand, having the aspiration and the dream and the drive and the determination to want to succeed in life. I get that. Hey, get that. But how do you pursue that, and at what cost, right? If you are doing that for your own, hear me preach, right? Like we all don't know how many of such characters are around in the world, and how do you pursue that and be successful at accomplishing all that you accomplish with principles, with ethics, and maintaining, that prestige and that name and that recognition without having to trample down a whole bunch of innocent people? Well, what can I say? There is a lot of selfishness there, clearly, with her and her father, clearly. And the sad thing is, let's set aside Enron and the drama that happened with that, Let's consider her, Theranos, for example. The very, very unfortunate thing is how many people were misdiagnosed by those so-called bogus blood testing. How many people? And you're talking about people's health and their lives, right? So with her her greed, she kind of pushed her team to do things that were very, very inappropriate. And I have a whole bunch of birds just land right here by my window. They haven't started chattering as yet. That is the weirdest thing. Anyhow, and push them to the limits. And even though she did get warnings that, hey, this is not ready yet, we cannot go out, introduce this to the world, we have a lot of fine tuning, or this is going to, it just doesn't work. She just disregarded all of that. So I want to get I should have noted this down. Hang on, let me just get his name. Hang on one second. Okay, okay, so here's another sad thing. There is this fantastic person. Well, unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. I'll just read it out. Ian Gibbons, who was the chief scientist of Theranos, died by suicide in 2013. He was a biochemist with degrees from Cambridge University, and he and his wife had met when they were studying in the University of California, Berkeley, and of course they subsequently got married, etc. So here it says, it's very unfortunate, y'all, and it's all out there. Y'all can go. There's not things that I'm just, like I said, pulling out of my back pocket. It says, award-winning scientist who was struggling to make Theranos blood test machines work committed suicide amid fears Silicon Valley firm's 32-year-old CEO was about to fire him, claims his wife. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So it is so unfortunate. And he was not like a young man. He was a mature, definitely above the age of 50, I could say. I mean, I don't have his date of birth and all that, but he's definitely, well, they were married for 30-something years, so go figure, right? So which is so unfortunate because, for somebody who's so well educated and for somebody who is so accomplished in his life, for him to take that drastic measure of committing suicide, there must have been a lot that went on that clearly we are not aware of. I mean, I'm sure, because people like that don't just, they are responsible individuals. They are people with conscience, and they are people who have ethics and principles. And there must have been a lot of pressure on him by this crazy person, Elizabeth Holmes. I am not surprised, although it says that he committed suicide in 2013. I'm not surprised that his family has not gone after Theranos as a company, or even Elizabeth Holmes, for, you know, in a civil or a criminal case or whatever. I mean, I don't know about the statute of limitations or what have you, but anywho, it's very, very unfortunate. And all her drama, my God, I never liked the woman from the very first day. When I looked at her picture, I said, oh my God, are you kidding me? But the sad thing is, and well, I suppose, well, in a way it's sad. But in a way, it's like not surprising how she, as such a young woman, was able to get funding from such stalwarts in American business world and society, right? Clearly, you know, anybody, you and I, you know, at that age, if we were to walk into some general's office or some big Joe's office and say, hey, I'm starting this company called Theranos, you know, I need funding, send me a check for $500,000, the first thing they're going to do is call the cops and say, we have this crazy cuckoo person, get her out of here. So how was she able to sell her brilliant idea, I roll here, and be able to get all those guys to invest? Well, clearly her dad, you know, the connections, you know, the good old boys club per se. So anywho, it is what it is, right? So let's get on with this reading for this psycho woman and see, as we all know, that she's married. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I didn't even look up her husband's name and all because it's irrelevant. Although I will say I doubt that marriage is going to last for very long. I don't think so. I truly believe that, you know, all this ploy of her conveniently getting pregnant and yada, 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 it's all a ploy. She thinks by doing that and having a baby and all, they're going to keep her out of jail or whatever. But I hope she gets, you know, thrown behind the slammer forever and a day, because she literally played around her greed, you know. She played around with people's lives. I mean, seriously, dude, I mean, think about it. Like, her scam blood test, and even though you may not have cancer, the test shows that you have cancer, and then you end up getting chemotherapy and this, that, and the other, only to find out, hey, you never had cancer in the first place. Like, how do you figure that sort of stuff, you know? Or you do have cancer and the blood test comes out saying that you don't have, you know, you don't have cancer, you know? So, boy, sit down. Stop your pacing. Sit down. Lay down now. Thank you. Simply all this pacing about and all, like, you know, oh, I want your attention, mom. It's like, no, I got a reading to do. Okay, so intro is over. All right, let's do this for Elizabeth Ann Holmes. Her birthday is February 3rd, 1984. Right out of the bat, we get Venus. Okay. And then we have Capricorn. Greed, 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 baby. Sure. Venus, money, money. And then what do we have? Aquarius. Am I surprised? February 3rd. Let's take a look. Hey, where'd you go? Yeah, Aquarius. Okay, so let me organize my little thingies over here. All right, then let's get on with some more of her. So let's look at it. 5th house and 9th house. Yeah, I've done my calculations ahead of time. So 5th house. Speculation. 5th house is love affairs, speculation, and of course kids. And 9th house talks about father, intellect, right? Higher education and all that stuff, which is not applicable. So 5th and 9th. So her being an Aquarius, her 5th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is Gemini. So 5th house Gemini, lot of speculation, very mercurial, very, very mercurial. I don't know what this is annoying me here now. And then 9th house, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9th house is Libra. Libra and Aquarius are sister signs. And Gemini is Gemini. Why am I saying Gemini all of a sudden, pronouncing it differently? Gemini is, they're all sister signs. Oh my goodness. And with Libra, we are talking about, you know, yeah, justice, court decisions, court cases. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And with Venus, Venus rules Taurus, which is a very earth sign again. Venus also rules Libra, not surprisingly. Are you serious? Are you serious? No, I cannot. Oh my God. Darn it. So, decline. Where did my screen go? Unbelievable. Let me just send a message to this individual to not call me back. I will call you back. I'm sorry, y'all. Send a text. Okay. So, did it go through? Sorry about that, y'all. So, okay. So, Venus rules Taurus, and Venus also rules Libra. And then we have Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Aquarius, as we know, is ruled by Saturn also, and Uranus. So, Venus, money, fame, fortune, all the nice things in life. Capricorn talks about, you know, devious energies, deviant energies. Then at least here based on the placement here. And Aquarius, it's her first house, which is her identity and how she is seen by the world and how she comes across to the world. Clearly she is being looked at somebody who is very selfish and greedy, and after financial and materialistic fame and fortune, she is certainly looked upon as being very devious, clearly. And Aquarius, her self-image, y'all, there are going to be sudden changes and shocks to herself in terms of her first house, right? How she is thought about. Well, it's already happening, so you know, let's take a look. Come on, cards, give me a card. They're sticking. Don't stick today. Ooh, the Hangman. Let me see if I can. There we go. The Hangman. I'm trying to. Never mind. I'm not fuss with it. And then we have the Death card right under Capricorn in the reversed. Right. This is not going to end for her. And then we have the Star card, which is Aquarius again. As bad as this situation is, as much as it has become a case of such a scandalous case in Silicon Valley or wherever, her trajectory, her financial progress, her financial independence is definitely come to a standstill. Let me assure you, this chick is not broke by any way, shape, or form. Oh, she's not. She's going to continue with her, daily run to the coffee, getting her frappuccino or whatever, $5 for a whole bunch of sugar. You know what I mean? I'm being sarcastic, but you know what I mean. And she's going to continue to be able to have the money to go do whole food shopping and, green this and green that, and continue to live that lifestyle. She is not hurting for any money. Okay. And then, but having said that, she is at some point in time going to have to reconsider her spending habits and her lifestyle, because the source of income is going to, if it hasn't already, come to a standstill, or whatever monies or income she's going to be getting, it is somehow going to be tied up in court, and they're going to be like, you have to pay damages or whatever. So if she hasn't already filed bankruptcy, I'm sure she will, because that's going to be her legal thingy advice from her legal advisors. And then you have, hence the child, put everything in the child's name, and she's going to make the husband the guardian of the child. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I said. So then we have Capricorn, and then we have the death card in reverse. Now, the death card, as we know, talks about change and rebirth. Now, when we talk about it being in reverse, there is going to be no change in terms of her current situation. Okay, it's not like she's going to be able to get out of this in terms of coming through scot-free and saying, oh, her angelic aura, eye roll, is still intact, right? No, she's going to be done for. But here's the thing, y'all. We have Aquarius in the first house, and then Aquarius, right? See, let me show you these cards. This is how they popped up. This on top and this at the bottom. Okay, this on top and this at the bottom, right? I'm filming with just my photo booth, so I don't have the big camera on. I'm not. This on top, Aquarius, and this at the bottom. So now here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Okay, with the Aquarius card, which is the first house, and then you see the star card, which is also an Aquarius card, pop up. This is telling me that she is definitely getting help from sources that will remain quiet, that will remain hidden. As big as a legal case this is, unfortunately, she is not going to get the sentence to the extent of the law as if it would, as it would have been for somebody else who didn't have the connections she did, right? If Jane Doe, lacking the connections that Jane Doe had, lacking the connections that this one has, were to do something like this, aka Theranos, Jane Doe would immediately have gone into the slammer for and nobody to help her. But this chick, considering her influence and the fact, if her father had already passed, that would have been a different case. You know, her father is still there, considering that he's around, and the influence and the inner circles, and the fact that he still belongs to the good old boys club, if you will, and that does carry a lot of weight. Let's be honest here, okay? Let's call it for what it is, all right? There's no point in hemming and hawing here, sidestepping that. She is going to come out of this. She will pay a slap on the wrist. She will say, yeah, okay, go ahead, slap me on the wrist. That's fine. It's okay. I'll do it. Okay, fine. My bad. And then she is going to be able to serve whatever she needs to serve, be it a prison term or financially. She can't trade. She can't do this. She can't do that, whatever. You know, according to the SEC, they will, if you have this scandal, you can't trade in the stock market or start a company and take it public. There are some rules and regulations, y'all. Let's not get into all of that. They'll be like, oh, you can't do that. And she'll be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll get people to do it. I'm not worried about it. And she has definitely got people helping her behind the scenes, powerful people. The very same ding-dong, ding-alongs who gave her all that funding, you know, these big boys, these generals and these head of this and head of that and retired this and retired that, those same ding-dong, ding-alongs will be the ones who are going to get her out of this situation. And because, why, you ask? Because, well, there are a lot of unspoken assumed handshake contracts. I was going to say gentlemen's contracts, but screw it, these guys aren't gentlemen by any shape or form. A bunch of scoundrels. You know, they have their own form of, you know, hey, you know, let's shake hands and okay, we're good, right? We're good. Yeah, that sort of a bull crap. So she's got help from that. She is going to lay low. She is going to serve whatever sentence. She is going to go through the motions. Does she give a flying, I was going to say F-U-C-K, and I fiddlestick? She does not give a rip, y'all. She does not give a rip. She's a psycho, plain and simple. She is going to, okay, okay, that's her. And then she'll turn right around and she'll reinvent herself, and she is definitely going to come back, and this time she's going to come back with a bang. But she's smart, she's very smart, she's learned her lesson, so this time she's going to come back, and the first thing she's going to do is cover her behind. Actually, let me use a foul word here. She's going to cover her arse, okay? And she's going to get somebody else to be in the forefront. And is she going to have learned her lesson, and is she going to kind of get it right this time? Oh, hell no. This one has no ethics, no principles. This one has no, what's the word, concept of, oh, you know, people's hard-earned money, and, you know, I don't want to mess around with people's lives. Oh, this one doesn't give a flip. This one, y'all, what really gets me is, it's so blatantly obvious. Just look at her. Just forget about astrology. Forget about being a psychic, a medium, an empath, a tarot reader, whatever. Just look at her. Y'all put it in the comment section. Do you for one moment believe that woman is worthy of respect? Do you think she is capable of being above board and being straightforward and being honest? Does she have integrity? No. No. And all this drama about how she was forced and there was abuse by that whoever that other fellow was, some Indian dude. I have to look him up. Hang on, I don't know what his name is. Let's just, her partner or other person involved in, I don't know what his name is. No. Hang on. What is this dude's name? Some Indian guy. Hang on one second. Yeah, I'll tell you what his name is. Ramesh Sunny Balwani. So that was her former president and chief operating officer of Theranos. And she was his then girlfriend. And now all of a sudden she has made these allegations that he's abusive, he's this, he's that. And oh my God, poor innocent me. I would never have done this. He forced my hand and he threatened me. Oh my goodness, girl. Please, hush your mouth. It's like, just stop talking. You lie through your teeth. And I don't know what kind of a man that fellow is who's married her. I mean, dude, it's like, seriously, you went and hooked up with this chick. There's so many other women in this world, you know, beautiful, awesome women with integrity and all that, and you go and marry this. That says a lot about him too. It just does. I'm being harsh. Okay, I have this disclaimer. These are my opinions and these are my observations. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research and form your own conclusions and opinions, right? So seriously, I'll be like, dude, why? Why did you go end up hooking up with this nutcase? You think they're all not connected in some way? Come on. All right, let's get on with it. So she was trying to pin all this on that Sunny Balwani or whatever. I don't for one moment believe that was an aggressive relationship where he was the aggressor. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the other way around, honestly. Because, you know, regardless, I haven't read that fellow's chart or whatever. It doesn't matter now. But regardless of who he is or the fact that he also had a hand in this horrendous criminal enterprise, you know, I don't think I see that he is capable of that kind of aggression towards women. I don't see it. Not based on his name and his numbers. So let's take a look at this. This is going to be more than 45 minutes, isn't it? Because I've been gabbing so much. All right. We have how apt. 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Four of Cups. So it's very interesting. We have a 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and 4 of Cups. So with the 4 of Swords, as we can tell, definitely, it is talking about, you know, resting, okay? Taking a step back, dialing it down, chilling, and trying to pretend like you are, you know, it's like laying, it's still a statue, laying like a statue so that, you know, nobody can tell where, you know, it's like, don't breathe, don't move, don't make a noise. So then people think you're dead and they leave you alone. So this resting, she is definitely, and this is right under the Venus and the Hangman card, okay? So she is definitely biding her time, I'm going to say. She is 100% biding her time. So she is just waiting. She's very confident that, yeah, she's going to have to get a slap on her wrist, otherwise the public will all go up in arms. But that's like, you know, Elizabeth, you know, I'm sorry, honey, we just have to do this, you know, because we don't want the general public to all get their knickers in a twist. So I hope you understand, sweet girl, we'll have to do this for you, you know. And she'll be like, fine. That's the case here. That's exactly what's going to happen with her sentencing. She is not in any way, shape, or form going to get as much of a sentence as she really should if you were to go per law. You know. Then we have the 8 of Wands, right? The 8 of Wands talks about, you know, quick, speedy action and changes and news arriving. This is right under her Capricorn and her the Devil card as well. Okay, so when I said that death and rebirth, right, that sort of a situation, there is going to be some very, very quick news coming to her. And yeah, she is going to serve some prison time, but nowhere near where it is going to make such an impact. To be honest with you, I will also want to keep a very, very close eye on this chick, okay? Because she is not above, no, hear me out, and don't come at me, hear me out. She is not the type of person, she's got too much of an ego and too much greed in her to be mentally and emotionally weak and to say, oh, I'm just going to end my life. No, she doesn't have that in her, okay? But if pretending to do that is going to help her get some brownie points and people will cut her some slack, right? She will put on a good show. She's not about putting on a good show. Oh, poor Elizabeth, you know, due to her psychiatric evaluation and due to her current psychiatric condition and all the stress that she's been through, oh, you know, yeah, she's going to play that card. Oh, yeah, she will. Absolutely, she will. And then we have the Aquarius card, followed by the Star card, followed by the 4 of Cups. Remember, I said she is going to get help, and this help is coming from the big wigs, and this help is the so-called men of power, or the good old boys club. And she is going to get the help from them, and they are going to be trying to convince her, calm down, Elizabeth, okay, this is a sentence, just go through the motions, be done with it, we're here for you, we will be here for you, and when the next time round, we will be here, we will help you. She's like, ugh, literally like that. Very, very, I don't care, just get me out of it, just get me out of this, I don't care, you guys can do it, get me out of it. Why do I have to wait? Why do I have to go through this? I don't think I did anything wrong. You don't think I did anything wrong. So get me out of it. Damn it, it's on you. Get me out of it. That's her. Yeah, that's her. Oh, this chick is another piece of work, I'll tell you. She is another piece of work. Oh, another piece of work. Oh my goodness, I can't stand it. And on top of all that, she's brought a young child into this world. God bless that child. God bless that child. Seriously. I don't even know if the child is a boy or a girl or whatever. It doesn't matter, but you know. So let's take a look at this. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. What did I say? She is going to be able to rebound. She is going to bounce back, and she's going to be able to start another business. And with the Three of Pentacles, she's definitely going to have the support. She's going to have the support in whatever a new enterprise, a new endeavor is. And then the World card, completion, coming to a full circle. Fancy that, y'all. This is just like for society to hush, okay, keep quiet, you know, the herd people, the sheeple, hush, you know, just, okay, fine, we're going to pacify you with a little sentence here just so you can back off and focus on something else. This is like, are you serious? And the Sun card, look, and this is her child also. So, I do believe that having a child was planned. There's a reason why it was planned. She is definitely going to be able to transfer whatever asset she has into his name, and her husband is going to be responsible for him so that the public can't go after her on a civil suit. But she's going to bounce right back, y'all. This chick is going to bounce right back. Okay, she is going to continue down her path. She is, I mean, after all this, if other people are going to invest in her business ventures, then they are just a bunch of idiots. I mean, it's like she's already told you who she is, and you now want to go and invest in her again. Oh, because she's not at the helm of it. Somebody else is managing. Bull crap. She's going to be controlling the strings from behind the scenes. And Two of Wands. So she does have an option here. I wouldn't be surprised if she is considering, is she pregnant again? Ooh. Let's see if the Empress card comes out. If the Empress card comes out, then I'm not taking that. There's too many. If the Empress card pops out, then there's a chance she is pregnant again. But as it stands, with the Two of Wands, there is definitely a chance. I wonder if she has tried to basically flee to another country, because this tells me that she had at some point in time considered relocating to another country just so she can get away from all this drama. I feel that she has thought about that, and she has sought legal advice even as far as that is concerned, but we'll see. Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles does talk about, you know, waiting. She's very patient. She's waiting for all this to die down so she can start her new enterprise, her new work all over again. She's 100% waiting. She's already started working on this other new endeavor of hers when she realized that the poo hit the fan with Theranos. And the Moon card, it's under wraps. Is under wraps. Obviously, she's not going to be making it known that she's in the forefront of that because of her current situation with the court and etc., right? Yeah, y'all, she's going to be traveling. This chick is going to try to take off somewhere. You watch. With the Two of Wands in this, I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to try to move on to newer areas, newer avenues in terms of business ventures, but also physically relocate. I wouldn't be surprised if she just takes off. I don't know which country in the world today, what ties and what trade relations and government agreements they have in terms of people relocating and asking for immunity or whatever. I don't know which countries provide. Yeah, she's moving. With the Chariot card, listen, the Chariot card talks about having balance, and it talks about paying attention to detail, and it's also a Cancer card, and it's a Moon card. So she's a, an Aquarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cancer is the 6th house for her. And that is a work, health, discipline, and habit. She's definitely planning on moving so she can start something different somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to get pregnant again. It's not just one baby. I wouldn't be surprised if she has another one too, just for good measure. Let me just get pregnant again. She's not above that, y'all. chick has no couth. She's not about that. She's a blatant scammer. Like, it's like she doesn't even care to hide it. Like, she doesn't even care. She's like, I don't give a... Yeah. So, and that's her. She's something else. She is something else, this woman. What's the name of that fellow who was a chairman of the SEC or whatever? What's his name? Who ended up being that big scammer? Oh my goodness. Why can't I remember these names? What is his name, y'all? Y'all are probably shouting, going, Kirtana, that's his name. Was it not Gary Gensler? I have things to say about Gary Gensler anyway. Bernie Madoff, thank you. How could I forget his name? I've got to do another one for Gary Gensler. That's going to be a very, very interesting case. So anyhow, he's the current chairman for SEC, right? So Bernie Madoff and this one, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying comparing her to him because of the stature in society or whatever. I mean, look where he was. You know, such a high position. Did that dude really have to go scamming people? Had he not earned enough anyway with insider trading and this and that and all that bullcrap and all the money they get under the table and bribe and all? Come on, y'all. Let's face it. They do. They do. They do. All right. And they all know how to hide their funds. Come on. Because of the connections they have. This chick is like that. No sense of morals. No sense of... there's no moral compass. No, that doesn't want to come out. Oh, she's something else. We got the Capricorn, we got the Death card, and we get the Devil card. Again, Capricorn energy, right? So, wait, didn't we get... Capricorn, Death, Capricorn. In the traditional tarot, 13 is Death. Okay. So, I mean, clearly she's got this again, the Capricorn. Now that's speaking, because if it's coming up so strongly, Capricorn is an earth energy. It's all about money, finances, that sort of a stuff. So let's take a look. Capricorn is a 12th house, and that is ruled by Saturn. And 12th house aspects are karma, hidden supports, and institutions. Yeah, she's going to get a term. She's going to have to go and get in the slammer. But honey, let me tell you, her slammer is probably going to be all decorated in pink. And I wouldn't be surprised if she says, oh, can I wear my black turtleneck while I'm in the slammer? Yeah. That was the funniest thing. It is so fake from the moment I saw her and what she was and how she was styling herself. I was like, oh, girl, get over yourself. You're never going to be Steve Jobs. I mean, like, really? Like, really? Now, was he a completely above board person? So I was like, anywho. So 12th house, she's going to be hit hard. I mean, this is going to be the worst test ever for her. But this chick is going to bounce right back, y'all. This chick is going to bounce back up because, see, Saturn rules her Aquarius, and Saturn and Uranus. So she's not afraid of, her feet being held to the fire. She'll be like, oh, it's a little hot. Oh, it's tingling a little bit. Oh, okay, fine. I'm going to put some, what do you call those balms that you get in those green tins? That's some balm. I have it at home. I don't want to go. Maybe I should just go bring it for the sake of entertainment purposes only. The bag of balm or whatever in those little green tins you get, she's going to slather some of that on and she'll be fine. She can deal with the heat. She will take the heat because there's nothing, like, she's empty. She is, y'all. She is. At least that's what I'm seeing. So again, my opinion. So I'm like, girlfriend, seriously. See, when we look, here's the thing I want to say. I've said this time and time and again, when we talk about criminals, when we talk about sexual molesters, when we talk about murderers, when we talk about domestic violence, etc. Look, y'all, let's face it, it's a fact, okay? And scammers. It's not just men who do this. There are women who do all this stuff too. It's not just men. Women do it too. Women are scammers. We've seen a long history. We will continue to see. Women are also, I mean, I should be careful how I phrase it. There are a lot of scammers who are women. There are a lot of molesters who are women. Domestic violence, the aggressor is a woman. I mean, we've seen so many cases like that. So, you know, murderesses, murderer, murderess, I suppose. So, yeah, you know, it's not limited to just one gender being the offender or the criminal. I mean, so... But I don't know about her husband. I'm like, dude, really? He got into it with his eyes wide open. So that leads me to question him as well. But, oh, looky here. She's got a little bit of grief and anxiety. Ooh, girlfriend. And then she's got the Knight of Pentacles. So why is she feeling a little bit of grief and anxiety? Because it's her 12th house, so she's feeling restricted. She's like, okay, hurry up and give me the sentence. Okay, fine, I'll just serve it. Hurry up, come on, get on with it. Move it. She's like that. And they're like, hold on, Elizabeth, not so fast. You got to be patient, honey. You got to wait. We got to go through the motions. Oh, God, please, come on, you guys. I'm paying you all this money to do this, and this. She's like that. She is like that. So she's like, oh, can we not just get over it? So there is some anxiety. There is some grief on her part. Now, let's talk about Knight of Pentacles, right? So I'm going to say this is her husband, because he's popping up as being the one who is providing the stability and the trying to calm down, Elizabeth. Calm down, Lizzie. It's okay, honey. You know, you have to be patient with these things. You can't rush these things. That sort of an energy. I think that's her husband. He's kind of trying to... But this marriage is not going to last. That much I'll tell you. It won't. For the time being, they may be all, oh, whatever, and all. It's not. He's going to get his fingers burnt with her. So if you're watching Mr. Holmes, Elizabeth Ann Holmes' husband, Page of Swords. A lot of gossip, a lot of talk, a lot of chitter-chatter around their relationship as well. Absolutely. People are like, dude, she's going to sink. You want to sink with her? See, his energy is coming through. Eight of Pentacles again. What do we have here? Did we not get the Eight of Pentacles somewhere earlier? No, we got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is talking about putting your nose to the grinding stone, focusing on what needs to be done and getting it done. Through all of this nonsense that's going on, she is still concentrating on focusing on her next project. She's working on that. Oh, come back. This thing keeps me so warm. I just love it. It keeps me toasty and warm. And then we have the Ten of Cups, right? So that talks about, as we know, full wish fulfillment, having the happy family, having the this, having the that. But I'll tell you what, though, that's not the end of it. That's a temporary facade that they're going to put across to the world, saying, oh, you know, he's going to stand by her. She's like, she's got the perfect family, yada, yada. That's a pretense. Two of Cups, a Gemini card, very mercurial. Behind the scenes, I do not for one moment believe that this marriage is going to last. It is coming across as them being lovey-dovey, and he's all supportive of her, and yes, honey, yes, you know, I'm here for you, and this, that, and the other, but I don't think that's going to last. Six of Cups, nostalgia. I wouldn't be surprised if he is thinking about somebody else. As is she. the High Priestess, ruled by the moon. She is being very smart. She is playing. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if she got pregnant again, y'all. I will not be surprised. He's over her. This is now like they're putting on that appearance that, you know, oh my God, you know, he's being so supportive or whatever, because I think he is also somehow involved in this, and he's kind of trying to maintain his innocence by acting, by trying to be supportive but yet trying to be invisible, if you know what I mean. Oh, this chick, she is somebody who is not to be trusted. She is always going to be looking out for herself. She is always, regardless of who she's in a relationship with, she will go through the motions, but she really doesn't give a flip. It's all about Elizabeth at the end of the day. Going inwards and looking and seeking, you know, finding a path. How do I get out of this? How do I extract myself from this situation? How do I move out? How well? And I'm also going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he is actually trying to figure out how to get out of this situation, looking inside for answers and trying to figure out. So, and her too. She's like, okay, how do I resolve this right now and move on with it? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups talks about loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned or unloved. She is going to throw that at him. She 100% emotionally blackmailing him. The Death card. How many times is this going to come up? Are you serious? See, we have the Devil. Okay. We have here. Right? You guys see this? Where's the other one? These are some heavy hitters, y'all. I thought I had it right here. Are you serious? And I'm bent upon finding it and I can't find it. Did we not get one more of these? The Death or the Devil card? With the Moon card, obviously. The Capricorn. That's what I'm talking about, Capricorn. This is some serious energy over here. Because you end up with death and the Devil and the Devil. So it talks about change and rebirth. Change is coming for sure. But is it the kind of change that we would like for her to have, for all her criminality, for all the crimes she has committed? Not to the extent that we want it to be, but she is going to kind of pay a little bit of a price. In no way, shape or form is it going to be sufficient. No way. And she's going to just say, oh, okay, fine. All right, fine. Thank God. Thank God. We finally have a, am I shouting? I hope not. Thank God we finally, they gave me a ruling. Oh, at least we have done with that. Now I can just get it taken care of and move on. That is her attitude. Oh my goodness. This chick is something else, y'all. She is something else. She is something else. Where do these people come from? Like, seriously, where do they come from? I'm going to pull a couple more cards for her and I'm going to wind this up because this has gone on for an hour. And the reason is the first 13 minutes was an intro and I try to keep it within 45 minutes. But yeah, 5 of Wands. Challenges, obstacles. 2 of Swords. Having to compromise and make a decision. King of Pentacles. This is regarding money. And this is regarding her primary supporter. Listen, she is going to have obstacles. She's not afraid. She's not faced by it. Two of Swords, she will have to make a decision, right? She will have to make a decision or compromise, and she's very smart. She doesn't give a flip. She is going to make a decision, and she's very, very astute. She's a very smart person. Very smart, intelligent. She's not a dumbass. Oopsie, excuse me. Did I let the slang word pop out? I apologize for that. Excuse me. Please disregard that. She's not in any way, shape, or form a dummy. I mean, she's smart as heck. Very sharp. Whatever the situation is, she's going to come out of it. She'll bounce right back. So let me stop with that, because we can go on and on and on. I'm sure there'll be another part to this as well at sometime in the near future. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Please give me a thumbs up, hit the bell icon, and do subscribe. I appreciate every one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. You know I do. And for those of you who are visitors, I hope you stay, become a member of the Real Family, and join us. We are a great group of people. I post on a regular, so do hit the bell icon so you get notified. I do have live streams every Fridays, 7 p.m. 1900 hours Central Standard Time US, and the first and third Saturday 11 a.m. that is 1100 hours Central Standard Time US. So I hope you join us. Thank you so very much, and see you in the next one. Bye.